Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Wall Street, created by Century Electronics in 1982. And this has just a very tenuous link to stock exchange brokers. And it has nothing to do at all with the movie of 1987 with Charlie Sheen and Daryl Hannah and Michael Douglas. No, this is called Wall Street. And really, it's a stupid, stupid game. What you do is you are firefighters, and you have this trampoline, and you try to catch these Wall Street employees that are trying to commit suicide by jumping out of a building to their death. What the hell? And you have to bounce them over to this waiting ambulance. And that is the odd number levels. The even number levels are taking place inside, I guess, a giant bank vault. And there are tanks that try to shoot at you? Really not getting that. But we'll get started in just a second. But yeah, these suicidal Wall Street workers are trying to jump out of a building, and you have to catch them on your trampoline and bounce them back up. If you miss them, you lose a life.
Press start button.
It gets really hard the second time around. And they play this really annoying broken tune as you try to bounce them back up. And note that in the background, if you manage to bounce them into the ambulance, then these color bars will start to fill up on the bank in the background. This is really horrible music. Just a stupid idea. I don't know what they were thinking, but you need to successfully bounce them to the ambulance. You can bounce them back to the left out of the screen, but that won't fill up the bars on the bank in the background. And you want to do that. See where it says Dow Jones Index at the bottom? Whatever is left on that will be you will get a bonus for. I mean, once you fill up that bank building with people that you bounced to the ambulance. Now, if you have the guy bounce on the right side of your trampoline, they will bounce back to the right. And if they're bounce on the left side of the trampoline, they will bounce to the left. Now, here is the even numbered levels. You're in a giant bank vault, and security tanks are following you, and you need to collect a bag of gold and then deposit it in that little black square there. You need to do that each time. You can shoot at the tanks, but you can only shoot left and right at them. And one shot will kill them. This game is just dumb. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. If they just came down from an acid trip or whatever. Just stupid idea. This first time through, you don't even need to shoot the tanks. Really, you can just easily get around them. The music is awful in this game. The idea is stupid and flat out bizarre. Just a total misfire. I do not know what they were thinking. Maybe they hated Wall Street, or if they knew somebody who hated Wall Street who worked for them and thought about committing suicide, so they decided to make a game based on that. I do not know. But yeah, if your Dow Jones Index meter drops to nothing, then you lose a life. But see, now you have to take care of two of these at once, and sometimes one will fall faster than the other. And it's just totally not fair. It's very hard to keep track of. But yeah, to successfully, you have to start all over. And by the way, if you lose a life, which is really lame, but you have to keep bouncing him to the ambulance to make the color appear on the bank in the background. And if you take too long and the Dow Jones Index meter goes to 0, you will lose a life. You won't lose a life if you bounce them off the screen to the left, but you really, really, really need to start getting them into the ambulance. Yeah, it's stupid how fast some of these guys fall. That's just idiotic. And they don't even touch the ground. They just maybe slightly get past your trampoline, and you lose a life. This game sucks beyond belief. This is definitely one of their century's worst games. They've had some stinkers, that's for sure. But this one's really, really bad, and just a stupid idea in general. That music is just so horrible. But you want to bounce them over to the ambulance. If you bounce them and they land at least close to the door, it'll count. I mean, it'll count as them being in the ambulance. But yeah, it gets so hard to take care of two of these idiots at the same time. I'll play another game in a moment, but it just gets to be such a pain in the ass. The way these guys fall is just so unbelievably unnatural. In the demo, there was a chopper in the air. And I think that if you bounce a guy into the chopper, you get points or something. I don't remember. But I didn't get that far, but I don't care either. This game is utter, unbelievable garbage. And now notice my Dow Jones Index is going to go to 0. And I'm going to lose a life. Actually, I think it'll be my game over. Nope, not quite. God, this music is horrible and so broken. It sounds like if there was a little kid's toy that was playing a tune, and you broke it. This is what that might sound like. Just garbage. Just strange, stupid idea. I don't know what the hell possessed them to come up with this crap. Yeah, I guess it doesn't register if they bounce over the ambulance. They have to land in it, or on top of it, or whatever. Screw this stupid game. Well, I guess I'll put in my initials. Like I said, I'm going to try one more time. I'll show you what it looks like to shoot the tanks in the even numbered stages. But just a dumb idea for a game. Just I don't know how the hell they came up with this one, but it's garbage. That is Wall Street.
Save the stockbroker.
Save the, what did he say? Save the employees, or save the, yeah, something. Yeah, it has to land on top of the ambulance, or right at the door of the ambulance, or else it won't count. If they go off screen, it doesn't register. I cannot get over that horrible, horrible music. Just awful. Everything about this game is a complete and utter misfire. Now, I've definitely never seen this game before in the arcades. And I'd never really played it until just now. Again, you cannot fire up or down. There, I get caught by a tank. The hell are tanks doing in a frickin' bank vault? Stupid game. Again, you can only fire left or right. There we go. But your goal is to collect those gold bags. Just pick up one and then you drop it off at that black square. Then pick up another and drop it off at the black square. You can only fire left or right. Somehow the music stopped for some reason. This game is just so broken and stupid. It's about as bad as it gets. And the music started up again somehow. You get a measly 200 points for shooting a tank. Horrible, horrible rendition of Oh Susanna. I guess that's what it is. If you dawdle, the tanks will eventually appear more often. And why did my shot get all... Why did my shot freeze in midair? That piece of shit game. Oops. Yeah, make sure you get it on the right side of the trampoline. That didn't register anyway. That you'll be able to bounce it back to the right and onto the ambulance. There, that did register. And so will it. But it's just so lame that some of them will... Jesus. Some of them will fall faster than others. Really, I guess maybe if you're gonna have two guys falling at once, try to bounce one to the left off the screen so that you only have to worry about the other guy. Maybe that's a strategy to use. Perhaps the most helpful strategy is just to not play this fucking game. Piece of crap. Are you kidding? God damn it. Screw this stupid game. These guys must be acrobats as well as Wall Street employees. The way that they take several tumbles in midair. It's just... What a crappy, stupid game. Go to hell. What a dumb game. Well, that was Wall Street by Century Electronics in 1982 for the CVS cabinets. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Wall Street by Century Electronics in 1982, and I'll catch you later with another Century video game in the future. See you then, folks. Bye-bye.